talakawan taraba ashe ba karya ba kai ne kun yi sake mikiya ga dan zafi ya girma ke fasne ta
yani na mai albarka na gwamnan mana kowa ka zo da haɗin kan taraba kowa na murna take fasu gwamnan mu abu ba mugu ne ba
gwamnatin ke fasa ta yi kokari ya saka su magautan sanan sari
abu ke fasu
wanda yanka yana dari gwamna ke fasa nuran na zangane ta gina
yani na mai albarka na gwamnan mana kowa ka zo da haɗin kan taraba kowa na murna take fasu gwamnan mu abu ba mugu ne ba
ayyuka ai sai ke ba su taimako sai ke ba su kyauta sai ke ba mai tausayi ne ke ba jirgin talakawa ke ba ɗauki yaro ɗau babba filibus amadu ne
yani na mai albarka na gwamnan mana kowa ka zo da haɗin kan taraba kowa na murna take fasu gwamnan mu abu ba mugu ne
Jina gwamna ke fas mai halin sardauna ayyukan kai sai zuciyar magauta kuna abu ke fasa ɗan baiwar faɗa ba mai dama in ka dole su barka ko magauta ba su so ba
yani na mai albarka na gwamnan mana kowa ka zo da haɗin kan taraba kowa na murna take fa gwamnan mu abu ba mugu ne ba yani na mai albarka
Okay, first singers, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Kefa Singers, for that entertainment. Thank you. Want to acknowledge, ladies and gentlemen, our distinguished guests to the house this evening. Our father, the former governor of Taraba State. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why Taraba State has a lot of development that we are witnessing, which His Excellency, Governor dating on, ladies and gentlemen, talking about Reverend Jolie T. Nyame, Dabanyero. Sir, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Please put your hands together. Let's celebrate him. Daddy, you're welcome. Thank you so much for being here with us this evening. Thank you. Thank you. We said earlier we'll continue to acknowledge you as we come. Ladies and gentlemen, while the singers were singing, we received the arrival of the chairman of APC Taraba State chapter, ladies and gentlemen, in person of Alhaji Abubakar Bawa. So you're welcome. Thank you so much for coming. And of course, our own engine room of Taraba State, ladies and gentlemen, the Jagaban of Gashaka, the Ngui of Mambila, ladies and gentlemen, SGS of the Taraba State, talking about, all right, Chief Gibbon Timothy Katabs, Esquire. I'm just trying to be very, very careful, sir. I don't want to call the barrister. Esquire, please, let's put our hands together to celebrate them. Thank you so much for coming, sir. And of course, the head of service, ladies and gentlemen, talking about Dr. Ahmed Kara. Sir, you're welcome. Thank you so much. As they continue to arrive, we'll continue to acknowledge them one after the other as we await the arrival of His Excellency. And of course, we kickstart the program. Thank you all so much for being here. Interlude, please. Thank you. Thank you, Art Council. Thank you. Play it cool. Thank you. Okay, fast, get ready. If your song is ready, you have 3 minutes for that, please. If you're ready, let me know. So I'll bring you up and you have your song for 3 minutes. Thank you all so much for being here with us this evening. At Council. Mary, are you ready with...
Thank you very much. That was a very Princess Mary presentation. Our next tonight is a very wonderful night. A night in which we are going to celebrate culture, achievement, and celebrate the name and the life let us give to the nation. Rolling down 35 years ago, Your Excellency, all our special guests that are present today. Today is the day that Taraba State has come of age. And that is why we are here to celebrate what the Lord has done. Without much ado, ladies and gentlemen, while we are waiting for His Excellency, the People's Governor, please, from the sound group, can we have light music? Please, from the sound engineer, let us have something. If you don't have it, we have something. Cultural justice.
man of His Excellency, the Governor of Taraba State, Dr. Abdul Kefas. The Governor exchanges pleasantries with dignitaries that have arrived for this 35th anniversary of Taraba State. He meets with traditional rulers and he returns to his seat. A salute to the nation, the national anthem. You may be seated.
Your Excellencies, please, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, should we have the opening prayer, and it will be taken by Reverend Sheikha Emmanuel Bambur, the chaplain of the State House, and of course, Dr. Sadano Bantaji, the Imam, Government House Mosque. Please, can we have them for the opening prayer? Thank you.
Your Excellencies, shall we bow our head even as we pray? In Jesus' name, our gracious everlasting Father, the Most High God, we thank you. As Samuel said to the people of Israel in 1 Samuel chapter 7 verse 12, that thus far has the Lord helped us. Indeed, Father, we have gathered this evening to celebrate your faithfulness for us in Taraba State for the past 35 years. Lord, you have been faithful. We have seen your grace. We have seen your mercy. We have seen, oh God, your blessings upon Taraba, right from 1991 to where we are today. Father, thank you. Thank you for our founding fathers, from the first military administrator, Lord in heaven, to the first civilian governor, and to where we are today in the time of your son, His Excellency Dr. Abdul Kefas. We want to say thank you. Father, we cannot appreciate you enough. For all the things you have done for us, we want to say thank you. Take all the glory, take all the honor in the name of Jesus Christ. Thus far you have helped us, and you will still help us, oh God, years to come. Father, thank you for all that have come to witness today. We return all the glory to you. As we start in your name, oh God, you will see us through, and we're going to have a successful program at the end of it all. Thank you because, Lord, Taraba shall be great. Taraba shall move forward. Taraba shall progress in the mighty name of Jesus. We give you all the glory. We give you all the honor. For in Jesus' most precious name, we give it thanks. Amen.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Your Excellency, Allah Almighty say that, call on to me, I will answer your prayers. It's a divine promise, guarantee, automatic. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم يا جابر كل كثير يا ميسر كل أسير فيتسير أسير عليك يسير يسر ولا تؤسر يا مولانا يا رب العالمين يا أرحم الراحمين يا مجيب السائلين ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين اللهم آمين.
Thank you so much, Your Excellencies, our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. That was a prayer that was taken by our fathers, Reverend Sheka Emmanuel Bambu, the chaplain of the Taraba State Government House, and of course, Dr. Sadanu Bantaji, our father, the Imam, Government House Mosque. At this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, our distinguished guests, I'm going to be inviting the Master of Ceremonies this wonderful day, one of the finest senior broadcaster in Nigeria, and of course she's in Taraba State this evening to handle what is going to be happening. Please help me put your hands together to a senior colleague, a role model and a mentor. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Eugenia Jumai Abu. You're welcome so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much. Would like to greet our members of the top table, members of the National Assembly here present. I'd like to especially greet His Excellency, our Chief Host, the Governor of Taraba State, Excellency Dr. Agbu Keifas, and his lovely wife, Taraba State First Lady, Mrs. Agin Agbu Keifas. I'd like to greet Excellencies, former governors, Excellencies, former deputy governors, and my minister in my jurisdiction, the Honorable Minister of Information, Mohammed Idris Malagi. I'd like to greet and welcome the Right Honorable Speaker, Taraba State, Right Honorable John Kizito Wuzani, and other members of the House of Assembly, Taraba. I'd like to salute and greet heads of extra-ministerial departments and federal government agencies, and I'd like to put on record that we have in our midst the Commissioner of Information from Jigawa State. We also have the Director General of the Nigerian Television Authority, Malam Abdul Hamid Dembos, the Director General of the FRCN, Dr. Mohammed Bulama, and other top federal government agencies that are here. I'd like to greet and salute heads of political parties that are gathered here, particularly the Chairman, APC Taraba State. I'd like to greet and welcome members of the Taraba State Cognoscenti at the very top level. I'd like to salute and greet, as we welcome them here, development partners, heads of security agencies here present, and I'd like to use General Ralph Nebife, GOC 10 Division, as my point of contact. I'd like to greet and welcome our esteemed traditional rulers, esteemed invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to hand the podium over to the Director of Protocol Taraba State to do the honors for the Taraba State Cognoscenti. I'd like to invite you to please do the honors, Mr. Nixon. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the security-conscious Governor of Taraba State, the youth-centric Governor of Taraba State, the political stabilizer of Taraba State, the Grand Commander of Free and Compulsory Education in Nigeria, Dr. Agbu Keifas. Your Excellency, the wife of the Governor, Mrs. Agin Keifas, the Honorable Minister of Information and National Orientation, Honorable Malagi Muhammad Idris, the Speaker, Taraba State Assembly, Right Honorable John Kizito Bonzena, Your Excellency, the former Deputy Governor and Senator representing Taraba Central, Senator Haruna Manu, the Senator representing Taraba North, distinguished Senator Shaibu Isa Lau, Your Excellency, the former Governor of Taraba State, Reverend Jolie Chavro Nyame, Your Excellency, the former Deputy Governor of Taraba State, Alhaji Abubakar Armayau, Your Excellency, the former Deputy Governor of Taraba State, Alhaji Garba Umar, members of the National Assembly here present, the Majority Leader and members of the Taraba State House Assembly here present, Honorable commissioners here present, the Secretary to the Government of Taraba State, Chief Barrister Gibbon Timothy Katabs, the Chief of Staff, Government House Administration, Dr. J.J. Williams, MNI, the Head of Service, Dr. Hamidu Ahmed Kara, Special Advisors, Special Assistants, other top government functionaries here present, Your Royal Majesty, the Akuka of Ukari, Dr. Ishaku Ada Ali, the Chairman, Traditional Council of Chiefs and Emirs, Your Royal Highness, the Chief of Mambila, Alhaji Shehu Audu Baju, Your Royal Highness, the Lamdo Gashika, Alhaji Zubairu Haman Gabdu, Your Royal Highness, the Garadonga Ambassador Samvala Shumbura Verzua, Your Royal Highness, the Pantizin Alhaji Ibrahim Suleiman Sambo, Your Royal Highness, the Chief of Takum, Chief Barrister Sophia Amadou, other royal fathers here present, heads of security agencies here present, party faithfuls, distinguished invited guests, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen.
Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that's a very difficult task, and he walks through it. Please help me give a round of applause to the Director of Protocol, Mr. Nixon James Bature. Thank you very much indeed. Unique in geographical location, resplendent in ambience, a cultural phenomenon, an agricultural powerhouse, a mineral-rich destination, calm in its setting, hospitable in its demeanor, with a hard-working people, peaceful, warm, and purpose-driven. Welcome to Taraba, nature's gift to the nation. How is it possible, if it is not nature's gift and God's gift, that a place is so blessed, bordered by 6 states and a country, Cameroon, sitting astride 3 different rivers? Welcome to Taraba at 35, a unique and powerful position to be, a state that has ascended, a state of history, a people of destiny, remains one of life's greatest tourism centers. Taraba carries history in its hands, carried by determination and led by a man whose antecedents and Taraba's national patriotism speak for him. Your Excellency, Governor Abu Kefas, under whose watch Taraba turned 35, is a man with a mission. Congratulations to His Excellency and to all Tarabans whose patriotic fervor and love for their state they wear on their sleeves with pride. Your Excellency, the mantle placed on Governor of Taraba is a distinct position to welcome you to this 35th anniversary. But the man whose duty it is to welcome you is still under my belt to introduce. My name is Eugenia Abu. Not only am I a citizen of Nigeria, but I'm a daughter of Taraba as well. I'm very delighted to be here. Your Excellencies, my colleagues on the podium today, the Director of Protocol, you already heard him, Fila Haruna Christantus and Linda Guana, as well as Comrade Shadrach, will be sharing this podium with me. I'd like to welcome a man who is the engine room of Taraba State. Please help me welcome a man who is very special to Taraba State, who ensures that the I's are well dotted and the T's are well crossed. Would like to invite him here. But before then, I'd like to make welcome the MD Port Authority, Dr. Abubakar Ansoho, and the CR Court of Appeal, Barrister Omar Bangari. We welcome you here today. Please help me welcome this man whose duty it is to welcome you all, the Secretary to the State Government, Chief Katabs, Esquire. Please welcome him with me as he makes his way up to the podium. It's a long walk. Continue to celebrate him as he comes here, please. Thank you.
Your Excellency, my boss, my principal, our governor, the star boy, the husband to Our Excellency Agian Patience Kefas, our First Lady, the Honorable Minister, Information and National Orientation, the image maker of this country, Mohammed Idris. I skipped that protocol deliberately, sir, because our principal told us, out of your volition, you decided to come to Taraba, spend a night to witness this function, sir. Our very distinguished senators, led by His Excellency Senator Haruna Manu, my leader in the Central Zone, Honorable Shaibu Lau, Senator representing Taraba North, our leader, our Amazon, our lead person at the National Working Committee, Her Excellency Zainab Abubakar Ibrahim. And by the grace of God, the candidate deputy governor in the 2027 election. Your Excellency, the Speaker at Taraba State House of Assembly, Your Excellencies, the honorable members of the House of Representatives representing our 3 senatorial zones in the House of Representatives, all present. Let me recognize our leader in the state, the party chairman, Alhaji Abubakar Bawa, and our state woman leader, who has come with a change. Your Excellency, the Damanyoro, the God that God has blessed, the man whose grace abounds in his life and career, Reverend Jolly Tavron Nyami, the only man in this state that has governed this state for 10 years, the first civilian governor in 1991, he served 2 years, and subsequently 8 years from 1999 to 2007. God bless you, Damanyoro. Your Excellencies, the former deputy governors of this state. Your Excellency, permit me to recognize very 2 special sons of Taraba State. His Excellency, Alhaji Abubakar Ansoho, the Managing Director of Nigerian Ports Authority. When it was 5 p.m. this evening, and I thought he was not going to come, and surprisingly I saw him here. And Your Excellency, the second person is Umar Bangari Esquire, the Chief Registrar, Court of Appeal, Nigeria. And let me make a comment. Last night, His Excellency hosted the Chief Registrar to a dinner. And the Chief Registrar said he was leaving this morning. And His Excellency said, why can't you stay for the anniversary? Because I know my governor. And the man said, no, sir, I have to go to Abuja because of anything. When I was seeing the Honorable Commissioner Housing off at the airport, his plane had not landed. And the heavens were going to come down to bless us. And I told him if I could ask the Minister of Housing to give him a ride on his plane. He said, no, his plane was almost landing in 23 minutes. And by the time I got out of the gate of the airport, the rains were roaring. And after 1 or 2 hours, he called and said, the plane hovered for over 30 minutes and couldn't land. And I remembered my governor. And for those of you who do not know Governor Abu Kefas, he's a seer, he's a prophet, he's an evangelist. And I say this, it is because of his military background and his spiritual background that he has been able to unite this state. He shifted the paradigm of this state from religious bias, tribal bias, to where we are now. And that is why even the strictest clerics that had never supported any governor in this state from Nyame to this time endorsed him recently. Umar Bangaria Square, the Chief Registrar of the Court of Appeal, son of the soil, you are welcome, sir. Taraba State is very proud of you, and especially those of us from the Mambila Plateau, we are so proud of you. God bless you. Let me especially use this opportunity to recognize the GOC, the first and premier GOC 10 Div Nigerian Army, newly created. Major General Raf, heads of security in the state, Your Royal Highness, Your Majesty, the Akuka, our leader, the President, Taraba State Council of Traditional Rulers and Chiefs, and all Your Royal Highnesses that are here, we want to thank you for leadership. Thank you for your royal blessings. Thank you for standing by His Excellency. Thank you for counseling us anytime we want to go astray. And you are here in your numbers. May these gods of our land continue to bless you and elongate your reign so that Taraba will prosper. Majority Leader and honorable members of the House of Assembly, honorable commissioners, members of the State Executive Council, permanent secretaries, my friends, the head of civil service and the chief of staff, the deputy chief of staff. And let me also recognize all the gentlemen in the entourage of the honorable minister that are here. And with bias, let me recognize Alhaji Bulama, the immediate past president of University of Maiduguri Alumni Association, the DG, FRCN Nigeria. You're welcome to our state, sir. Local government chairman, very distinguished Tarabans, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of His Excellency, the government of people of Taraba State, let me welcome you to this special occasion. We are celebrating 35 years of our journey, and it's not been easy. Today, in our midst, we have friends who recognize what Taraba has done, not just in this country, and outside the country. And that is why we have two beautiful people here from Liberia, friends to His Excellency that are here. Please, can you rise and bow for His Excellency, mother and son? God bless you. You're welcome to Taraba State. We celebrate, please sit, thank you. We celebrate the nature's gift to the nation that started in 1991. And Your Excellency, permit me, if I have time. Eugenia, the Amazon, do you have time? 3 minutes. Okay. But I must say this. Your Excellency, in 1990, when the government lifted the embargo on democracy, Reverend Joel Inyame contested for chairman Jalingo local government, and he lost. He did not lose because he did not win, but something happened to me as a young lawyer then. We came to court expecting judgment, and suddenly the judgment was against us. And the man consoled me and took me to one place along Amarua Way and bought me a plate of pepper soup and consoled me instead of me consoling him. Few months after that election, he came to my office in Yola and sat down in front of me and stretched his 2 legs on my table as a lawyer. And I said, what is the meaning of this? He said, talk to me with respect because I'm the next governor of Taraba State. I said, you who lost local government election. And lo and behold, before I knew, there was election and he was declared the candidate of our party, and then he became governor.
God has a mysterious way of doing things in this state. And from then on to other administrators, Dan Baba after him, Governor Darius after him, and this man, this governor, a product of Harvard. Nobody has broken his record. He has attended 11 courses at the Harvard from Nigeria, 2 courses at Oxford, 2 at Cromwell, UK. One of the best intelligence officers in the Nigerian army we've had in this country. The man who initiated the reconciliation in the Niger Delta. God brought him here. And on the 29th of May, I need to say this. When this gentleman was inaugurated, he had no official fleet, he had no office, he had no residence. He started this journey in a small office by the executive chambers. On the 2nd, he saw me in as the secretary to the government of the state. And I saw fire. I saw hell. A bloody civilian walking with a military man who will walk from 6 a.m. to 3:30, 4 a.m. and he will say, SGS, go home and rest. I'll go as soon as I think I have started sleeping by 6 a.m. He will call me and say, SGS, in our office. And he rewind the wheel of development in this state back to Nyame. He completed the Taraba modern market that was started by His Excellency Nyame. He completed the abattoir that was started by Dan Baba. He completed projects that were abandoned. He renewed all the abandoned roads to Kurmi, to Pantisawa, to Dhaka. Every road he renewed and re-awarded them. And I asked him, I said, sir, I saw you are handing over notes. Where are you going to get the money? He said, we will get money. And by the grace of God today, Taraba is settled. Taraba has a master plan that we never had from the creation of this state that will be unveiled today. Today, Taraba is going to unveil its water plan for the next 30 years. And he reminded me that SGS, we must complete those projects that my predecessors started. That is leadership. And today, the world is paying attention to Taraba. His Excellency did one thing in this hall and brought the whole world, all the embassies in Nigeria came here to launch Taravest. And it is because of this today that the investors are coming to this state to invest because of security. Let me go, Eugene Abu, please forgive me. I've just spent 1 hour now, 1 minute, remaining 2 minutes. When His Excellency was elected, the criminals dared him. And on one night, they went to his mother's house and struck. When we went there and we saw the number of the holes of bullets in that house, they were not ready to kidnap. I think they went to assassinate his mother. And the man looked at me. You know, I was trembling. You know, civilians, we don't know bullets. And the man just looked at me and said, yes, they have dared me. I will go after them. And true. As soon as he was sworn in, all the kidnappings, all of us know that in this state, before 29th of May, in the morning they will kidnap people. In the afternoon, they will kidnap people in the headquarters. In the evening, they will kidnap people. In the midnight, people were kidnapped. If you are not lucky, you'll be killed. This man today has made Taraba State the safest state in northern Nigeria. So we've come here, let me not bore you with my story, to welcome you to our 35th anniversary celebration. Your Excellency Nyame-san, your labor were not in vain. Tell your other governors, the military administrators before you, sir, that Taraba is succeeding, Taraba is awake, Taraba has come, Taraba will shine, Taraba will represent everybody in this country. Thank you very much and God bless you. Virginia, I just spent 2.5 minutes. Thank you very much and God bless you.
I thank you so very much, Secretary to the Government of Taraba State, Chief G.T. Kataps Esquire, who we now have, Your Excellency, Chief Kataps' timeline. He spent only 2.5 minutes. I agree totally with him. Taraba is moving, and His Excellency earlier in the day at a media chat said we are on our way, nothing is stopping us, and gave us his scorecard. We are on our way in Taraba State. Nothing is stopping us. I'd like to crave your indulgence to give another round of applause to the Secretary to the State Government for his welcome address. And I'd like to invite you to look through your program and get to that place where some of the achievements of His Excellency Dr. Abukefas is shown on page 14 of your program. And when I say some, I mean some, because I was at the media chat and I heard other things that had taken place in the state that is not in this list. So we celebrate him. Today is a day for, as our Nigerian musicians will say, for Taraba to Buga. It's our turn. It's our time. We have done the work. We have reached this point, and indeed, we should celebrate. I'd like to greet and welcome, as has already been done, Ambassador Queen Jaliendek, traditional Queen of Liberia. I welcome you. And also, she's Commissioner General Liberia Expo, and her son, CEO Mayaki Credit Group, Francine Tukur. I welcome you both. It's lovely to have you come all the way to join us in this bespoke and epoch-making historical celebration. We welcome you. I'd also like to put on record Hajia Zunaira Talatu Kishimi, FCNA, President and Chairman of Council ANAM, whose position that she holds will be celebrated later this evening. Please give her a hand clap. Where are you? There she is. Your Excellency, a hospitable, warm, friendly, and accommodating people. Taraba is open for business, but we are not open for those who will exploit us. His Excellency has said earlier today, we are open for business, but we are not open for abuse. The number of states that Taraba State borders ensures that the United States of Taraba is a sight for sore eyes. A solid people, a people of history and culture. And what better way to show it than through a cultural dance at this 35th anniversary of the state. Welcome with me to do the introduction, Assistant Director, Taraba State Arts Council, Comrade Shadrach.
Your Excellency, the very important guests that are gathered here today. Today is a very great day, of course. We are here in nature's gift to the nation. As I always say, Taraba State is nature's gift to the nation. While Benue State have the basket and we have the food. Can we clap for Taraba State once again? Your Excellency has achieved so much with two great points in terms of culture, norms, and values. A state that have different cultures over 50, 60, 70, 80 with different tribes and costumes. Sponsoring us to go to international festival in Granada. We have two international troops that are here. The Taraba State Arts Council and the Goge and others. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is a night to watch. Tonight is a night to be happy. If you will not mind, you can even dance. As we invite on stage tonight, the Taraba State Arts Council. Please, Arts Council, that time starts now.
son ka. Ka fito mu ganka jama'a muna son ka. Mun yi kukan hanya ka gyara mana hanya. Mun yi kukan ruwan sha ka kawo mana famfo. Mun yi kukan zaman lafiya ka kawo mana lafiya. Mun yi kukan ruwan sha ka kawo mana famfo. Jama'a ku bar mu za mu je mu gaida Kefas kai mu har bakin daga da mu da Kefas ba mu samu mai rabawa ba. Taraba, Taraba, kasan mu mai albarka ne. Taraba, Taraba, kasar mu mai albarka ne. Ku zo Taraba, akwai kifaye a cikin Taraba, akwai saro. Ku zo Taraba, akwai manoma a cikin Taraba, akwai doya. Taraba, 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 kasar mu mai albarka ne. A cikin Taraba, akwai manoma, a nan Taraba, akwai manja. Ku zo Taraba, akwai timba, a cikin Taraba, akwai jami'ai.
Thank you, Comrade Shadrach. The Taraba State Arts Council showing that dance is a unifier and that every time you see a dance, it reminds you of one dance from another part of Africa, reminds you of another dance from another part of Nigeria. Every dance is intertwined in the unity of Taraba State and the unity of Nigeria. Gaskiya akwai lokacin da ni ma na yi rawa haka sosai. Amma shine to tunda aka zo kuma aka samu yara sai abun ya canza kuma. Rawan kuma ya zo ya gagara. Congratulations to the Taraba State Arts Council. We appreciate you. We appreciate you celebrating for this day. Please be mindful that what we have is not just celebrating Taraba at 35, which is the high point of today's event, but also the official unveiling of the Taraba Master Plan and Water Plan, and so many other interesting unveilings that you'll hear about as we move forward. Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Taraba is bordered by Adamawa, Gombe, Bauchi, Plateau, Nasarawa, and Benue State are also the Cameroons. You have to be a very unique state for God to give you all these other states around you. So by nature, Taraba State has many in-laws around her, because you know what it's like. From the border areas, we marry across. So our in-laws are everywhere, and they cannot, they're all very friendly people. When you have in-laws everywhere, like Chinua Achebe says, when you are eating pounded yam, it's this high. When you are eating tuwo, it's this high. Until you finish eating it, then you see that your in-law was at the other side of the pounded yam. Very interesting. Nigeria is a vibe. And we know that Taraba State has a diverse landscape, especially the Mambila Plateau, Nigeria's biggest plateau, with its cool climate and scenic beauty, noted for its tea and coffee. Many years ago, I traveled to East Africa, and I carried Highland tea with me. You know, East Africans like to show off their tea. And so every time I go there, they want. So I said I came with my own tea, and I distributed Highland tea. They had a point that they noted, that Highland tea tasted slightly more elevated. Even though in public they won't say so, but you see, privately they told me. And so now I have friends who take Highland tea to Kenya all the time. Your Excellencies, the Benue, Donga, and Taraba River support its fertile plains and savannas. And now that we're talking about water and the amount of fish I've had since I came to Taraba, let me tell you, very tasty. It's time to invite Alhaji Ansoho, Managing Director, Nigeria Ports Authority, come forward and deliver his goodwill message.
Good evening, everyone. Your Excellency, the Governor of Taraba State, my brother, my friend, Dr. Agbu Kefas, the First Lady of the state, our father, our uncle, our brother, Joe Linyame, distinguished Senator Saruna Manu, distinguished Senator Shaibu Isalau. For me, I think it's a very exciting moment, because I've always believed that Dr. Kefas would do an excellent job. And without being prepared to say anything, I think in summary, I can say that when the SGF, Kataf, was mentioning things that they have done in the last 2 years, so I took my time and then looked at the program. And then I was comparing, for me, as a person, what I could assess as progress. So I looked at what Joe Linyame Excellency had done. I picked about 4 things. That is, for me, what I meant progress. I looked at another one, I picked about 4. And in my own sincere assessment, I picked 7 for Dr. Kefas. And I think for him, and that's an excellent score. So I wish every one of us a very fruitful evening. I wish Taraba State a more progressive 35 years to come, another 35 years to come, another 100 years to come, so that we can all be there. So I appreciate that, and then I wish everybody a very good evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Managing Director, Nigeria Ports Authority, a sharp and sweet goodwill message. Alhaji Ansoho, please celebrate him one more time. We thank you so very much for that. Your Excellency, anybody who has spent some time in Taraba looks at the mountains, looks at the gardens, looks at the flora and fauna, and looks at the food architecture. Like I always say, the Northeast is famous for its hospitality. So they send you food every time and try to feed you fat with very healthy food. But you know, everybody is all about content these days, especially the younger generation. Let us create content. If you just look out of your window in Taraba, there's so much content to be created. The greens, the flowers, the fish, the food, the river, and the general ambience makes you want to take your camera out and begin to film. Having been in the broadcast industry for a very long time, the potential for the film industry in Taraba is very high. And working as a television broadcaster for over 40 years now and counting, and spending 34 of those years, over 34 with an establishment that gave me my broadcast brand, I celebrate this establishment even though I no longer work there. I carry the Nigerian Television Authority as a brand on my back. They gave me my name. As a result of which tonight, it is my singular pleasure to invite the Director General of the Nigerian Television Authority, Malam Abdul Hamid Dembos, to deliver his goodwill message. Malam Dembos in the house. Where are you seated? Oh, there he is. He's a comrade as well, so please give him a round of applause. He's making his way to the podium.
Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would like to congratulate His Excellency and, of course, everybody that is here today. For me, I think I count myself very, very lucky to be here
and feel very emotional. Because the last time I came to this state was the last 17 years. And I had a very, very serious emotional, attachment to what brought me. On our way back, we lost 7 people in a fatal accident. And each time I think of that, honestly, I feel like crying. I came on a mission to salvage a problem that ensued between my union and the state government. And that was during Yami's time. I feel very emotional, honestly, and I feel as if this thing has just happened today. But thank God, I'm today in Taraba, Jalingo again, after 17 years, and I have witnessed a lot of changes, positive changes for that matter. And this evening, I took time to visit NTA Jalingo, and I had testimonies from the management and staff of NTA Jalingo on the assistance that His Excellency is giving to the Nigerian Television Authority. I would like to seize this opportunity to thank you most sincerely and to urge you to do more for the Nigerian Television Authority, because the station is here for the government and people of Taraba State. I would like to, perhaps, as a comrade, ask for one thing, which I promised the staff. That is the road leading to the station, which is in a deplorable condition. Your Excellency, we have come, I've seen a lot of developments, and we want to celebrate you, especially on the issue of security. Security today is very key in this country. We know what we go through, and we know all the efforts that the government is making. Yours stand out. I would like to congratulate you and wish Tarabans 25 years anniversary celebration and success in these endeavors. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you. Thank you very much, His Excellency. Governor Kefas is a man who is a listening governor. He heard you. He will process it, and I have no doubt in my mind that he will return to you. And so there are two voices, because I used to be a staff of the Nigerian Television Authority, retiring as an executive director. So I joined forces with the Director General to make that appeal, Mr. Governor, sir. Thank you very much indeed. Very important that we do that. I'd like to say here and now also that the poets say the world is a stage. There are entrances and there are exits. Lessons are learned, memories are kept, and all those with whom you came who lost their lives, God has received them. And we thank you for coming at all to be part of this celebration. We appreciate your presence, and we congratulate you, because a little bird has told us that His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has just renewed your appointment as Director General of NTA. Please, let's celebrate our DG. Congratulations. Your Excellency, it was you who said earlier today at the media chat that there are 16 local government areas in Taraba, and any investor who wants to come should not think of only Jalingo, because as far as you are concerned, you are governor to everyone, to Christians, to Muslims, to different people and different ethnic groups. And Taraba holds a record. Over 80 ethnic groups reside in Taraba. And that, I tell you, is an opportunity, and we thank God for that. 16 local government areas, over 80 ethnic groups, diverse cultures. We thank God. Investors should remember that Jalingo is not the only place in Taraba. And when they come to invest, they should look also to the other local government areas. Your Excellency, that broadcast career that I was talking about earlier, ladies and gentlemen, started with the radio in Makurdi, which was not a big city. And that radio is where my craft was polished, because when nobody can see you and you have to wake up at 5 a.m. to open the station, is a big deal. It's now my pleasure to invite to the podium Malam Mohammed Bulama, Director General of the Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria. Radio Nigeria News at 7 in the morning is a must listen to, because they are the ones that carry the unity of the country, and they bring all the stories from the grassroots to all of us. Please give him another round of applause.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Taraba State, Dr. Kefas, Your Excellencies here present, the Honorable Minister, my boss, the Honorable Minister of Information and National Orientation, Royal Fathers, members of the National Assembly here present, the heads of federal parastatals. I would like to single out the Managing Director of the Nigerian Post Authority for recognition. And my many brothers and sisters here, with whom, every time I come to Taraba State, I feel at home, because I meet so many of my brothers and sisters that I went through the University of Maiduguri with. In Taraba State, you find them aplenty, so I always feel very, very proud and at home when I come to Taraba. And I've come here several times, and I've seen the milestone, the changes that have taken place over the years in this state. I remember the first time I came to Taraba, Jalingo in particular was just a sleepy little town. It was a state capital. But a lot has changed over the years. And I think the founders of Taraba will be very proud that Taraba was founded 35 years ago, because tremendous changes have taken place, and the establishment or the creation of Taraba State is a testimony to the fact that creating states and local governments bring progress to communities. Had the state not been created, Taraba, or what is Taraba today, would still have been the backward place that we used to know. So I would like to congratulate all the governors, from the military administrators, and in particular, the governors that have governed this state from 1992, I think, when Taraba was created. So I would like to give a special mention to Governor Jolly Nyame and all the other governors that have had the privilege of governing Taraba State. And in particular, I would like to especially congratulate Governor Kefas for not only bringing great changes to this state, but for having the privilege of being the governor at this momentous occasion. It's a privilege because it's not every governor that have had this privilege, opportunity to celebrate the state. And thankfully, he is only just beginning. Hopefully, he will have another 5 years, and he will celebrate Taraba at 40. Because, we say, we all know the significance of 40. So hopefully we'll come here, God will spare our lives to come back here in another 5 years and celebrate the great heights because he said a lot of things that he intends to do for Taraba this afternoon during his media parley. You know, if what he said is anything to go by, Taraba State will have reached the dreamland in those 5 years ahead of us. So hopefully we'll come back here and celebrate Taraba State. Radio Nigeria associates with Taraba State. I would like to thank the governor very much. He hosted us 2 years ago when we held a very, very important function in Taraba State. The whole of the management of Radio Nigeria and our editorial staff, we are here in Jalingo for 3 days. We had a very, very memorable stay here. The state government was very, very supportive. The state government still continues to support our radio station. And I am sure that this support will continue to come in leaps and bounds. So Radio Nigeria associates with the government and people of Taraba State. We are partners in progress. We look forward to supporting the state government in every way we can to make sure that Taraba State becomes the dream of the people of Taraba State. So on this note, I would like to congratulate all the good people of Taraba State and the government of Taraba State on this very special occasion of its 35th anniversary. More grease to the elbows of the government and people of Taraba State. And lest I forget, I would also like to recognize my brother who participated in the governance of Taraba State from the very beginning in 1992. And I used to marvel at it because I know who he was in the University of Maiduguri. You know, when we were struggling as students in that university. And lo and behold, he became a very, very important figure in Taraba State. And because I come from a much bigger state, Borno State, and I was a bit, envious. I said, I wish I also came from a small state like Taraba so that I could, but, and he has been in this business all this time. And of course, he proved himself when he came to this stage a while ago. He is a man that has done a lot for this state, and I'm sure that he still has a lot to play. He still has a lot of role to play for this state. So I wish him all the best. I wish all my brothers and sisters, the people of Taraba State.
Excellency the First Lady, the Honorable Excellency the First Lady, the Honorable Minister of Information, Excellency former governors and former deputy governors, heads of government agencies, and Taraba State top cognoscenti, as well as our esteemed traditional rulers who have gathered here for this very important celebration. We stand on the shoulders of those who build, and our next speaker is such a man, first executive governor of Taraba State, who constructed the Jolly Nyame Stadium, massive road construction linking 3 senatorial zones. Welcome with me, His Excellency, the very Reverend Jolly Nyame, to the podium.
Executive Governor of Taraba State and Her Excellency, let me stand on the existing protocol. A couple of weeks back, we traveled with the Excellency to Jos. And I realized he and Sani were moving very, very fast. And I was following them gently, gently, gently. It got to a point I was told that Sani told His Excellency that my nuts and bolts have worn out. So let me say here today that, Excellency, you and Sani, your bolt will also worn out very soon. If there is anybody that will know how far Taraba State has gone, if there's any development, I think I should be the one. Because I've been part of the metamorphosis in the first 35 years. If you hate Kefas, just coming to Government House alone, you will know that there is progress. Except of if you have another problem with him. There are developments. One thing about governance is that we need to give our leaders time, and we need to pray with them, pray along with them. And I believe the two major religions, and I would love for you to be like, I don't know, was it Chino Achebe or whatever, say, if a lizard falls from an Iroko tree, or from a tree or so, if nobody praises him, he will just shake his head like this. You have done your best. Shake your head. You have done your best. Thank you very much. We are with you.
A very special blessing. A very special blessing from a reverend who is also a predecessor. His Excellency Reverend Jolly Nyame has prayed for His Excellency Governor Agbu Kefas, Governor of Taraba State. Such a blessing is truly special. You have done your best. You should nod your head and salute yourself. You know, Governor Kefas is a very humble man. So when that was being said, he just agreed in passing. But indeed, you have done your best. We have seen your achievement. And he said so for Taraba women. And he said so for women across Nigeria when he spoke this afternoon at the media chat. I felt particularly proud and said to myself, although Kogi State treats me very well as my state, I know that my second state is where I was born in Kaduna, and my third state is Taraba. I know where we come from. When a woman rises, her children rise. When a woman rises, the nation rises. Because 50% of our population cannot be told to shut up and move on, because they have talent, they have so much to give, they have what they call residential architecture, home workers, along with the talent that God has given them. And so today I'd like to introduce a northern talent who has been making us proud across the world. A woman who has been to the United Nations and the first global advocate for peace in 2020. Here's Alam.
Thank you so much for that introduction by a woman that I consider my mother. She is a symbol of hope for poets and public speakers alike. Thank you so much. Your Excellency, Dr. Agbu Kefas, Governor of Taraba State, wife of the Governor, Her Excellency, Mrs. Agin Kefas, government officials, royal fathers, distinguished leaders, government officials, royal fathers, distinguished leaders, friends of the government, and most importantly, the many people